guys, and welcome to a new doll box opening and review video. Today I have with me the last of the summer lil'fairy, the holiday series of the lil'fairy, and this is Vale. So she came out at the end of last month and she has been in her box here in a while, so I think today is a day where she needs some freedom. So let's get started on opening her box. So Vale is the last of the lil'fairies. She's generally the pink one. Like, she is dressed in black. She is maybe the sexier one. She always have high heels. And she has those, normally she has like sort of whitish hair. There is another blonde hair, kind of blonde orange hair, and she has also a pink version. So Vale is like sort of the unicorn of the lil'fairy, if I have to pick a unicorn version. So you can see the background is pretty normal. On the box here you have like picture of her and picture at the back with like presentation of the new body here and her two little friends here. Sorry, there is a spot of light, so I'm gonna try to avoid it. And you can see her on the top of the box as well. So let's take a look at her book. So she was the last coming out. She's always the last coming out when they have a series coming. So she has like, normally she has like very dark eyes, but this time it's kind of very pastel tone, so it's pretty cute, I think. So it's a sort of flyer, and you have her with a little basket, and then you have like wearing the jacket without wearing the jacket, and some Romaji Japanese story. Then on the inside you have like the lil'fairy disclaimer sort of. You have like her full outfit, and you also have everything she comes with. So she has a jacket, a dress, panties, extra pair of hands, hat, underskirt, socks and shoes. And you have another picture of Vale here. So that's all for the book. Then let's take care of the dolls. So I'm gonna start as usual by taking out the accessories. So here we have the pair of hands, and as you can see there is multiple pair with different shape. It's exactly the same as the others. If you haven't seen my other lil'fairy videos, since I have like Erunoe and Lipu. So you have sort of half closed fist, which is like a grip. You have two of those, one with like very curved finger, which is this one. This one has a curved finger. It's not very curved, it's just like slight curve so that you can hold something. And then you have the other grip hand here, which sort of have like long finger, like as if she was like carrying a plate. So the plate would like flatten her finger. So that's those two grip hand. And you have a closed fist, and you have this last one is like the scary bear hand if they want to go grrr at you. But they also allow the lil'fairy to hold hands if you really want to. It's a little bit difficult to put the hands together like this, but if you put them in hot water, it makes it easier. So you can like put the hand in hot water, like make them hold like that, and then put them on the lil'fairy afterwards. That's the easiest way to do it. Then there is of course the shoes. So Vale generally has high heels, but this time it seems that she has like the same pair of shoes as the other, like the heel is not much higher. Let's check that out. So here we have Lipu. The heel is higher. Vale heels is higher than Lipu's. And then we have Erunoe. Yeah, so she still has high heels. They don't look like super high, compared to like the first version. The first version of Vale has like those incredibly huge heels, but they are still higher than the other lil'fairy. And she has like 2 stripes on top. The other sort of have a little boots with something around the ankle, but she doesn't. So that's for the new. And she has those 2 little buckles on the side. So she still has high heels, so she's still like crazy sexy Vale, sort of. As sexy as a lil'fairy can be. Maybe she's just like having like taking away big sister shoes. I think that's kind of the more the feel I have about it. She's like she's maybe like a little bit older than the other, or she has like big sister shoes. And then she has an adorable little hat. So I think that's the first Vale with a hat. So it's pretty cute. It's like braided. So braided, like you take, if you want to make those, you actually take a braid, you roll it in the shape, and then you sew the braids together so that it just forms like something flat, and then you shape it by pushing at the center. And depending on if you want this hard border, you need to have like an extra sewing. You can zigzag all the way here, and for this one you don't zigzag. That's what I mean. Anyway, that's not a sewing video, so I'm just going to show you the hat. It has like ribbon and some lace around. Okay, Vale, let's take you out finally. So this is Vale, and as I said before, she used to have like those dark purplish red eyes, but now it's kind of more pastel and it's kind of a little brown pink. So what I'm gonna do as usual is I'm going to zoom on her and show her to you from close up. She's so kawaii. She looks a lot softer than the original Vels from before. So let's get started. So as you can see, I put on her hat. And what is my camera doing? And her hat actually fits really well. So it just like, you can, if you push it down on her head, it's just going to like take the whole top of her head, so it's pretty nice. Then she has, so let me remove it so because I need to show you her hair. So she has those light pink hair, and as a lot of Azon doll, it's not like a uniform color, so you can see the reflection, and it's like a sort of pink and a sort of like peach color. So you have like, the peach is the main color, I guess, and you have extra pink, a bit darker, and maybe some white lighter hair. I'm not too sure about that though. So anyway, it's like sort of a mix of peachy color. I think she has more whitish a little bit at the front and on the back. Then she has those new Vale eyes. So that's a sort of brownish red at the top, and you have that line of pink and a sort of line of purplish pink at the bottom. So and you have like this, what I really like is that the dark line that she has at the top of her eyes. It's like very dark eyeshadow sort of style, so I kind of like that. And she has like a soft smile and pinkish little cheeks. Then she comes with this jacket. So the jacket is kind of like a knitted cardigan, and it has little tiny details. As you can see, the fabric of the jacket is not just a plain knitted fabric. It has like little sort of holes in it, but very tiny. It's like the fabric was knitted with 2 different types of stitch. And it has a little bow on the side. decorative little button, and it is closed with a little crochet on this string. So you have 2 little crochet actually on the string to attach. Then underneath she has a dress, which is a short sleeve dress or no sleeve dress. It's just a little tiny little piece here at the shoulder with a rounded collar, and it's white underneath and at the top, and then you have this sort of corset style like part of the dress with a lace here and the little holes to hold it, and then it continues down and finished with this lace all around. And I kind of like the fabric of that. Is like not a uniform fabric. I don't know if you can see the details really, but it's like so you have the underneath fabric, which is sort of square in like pink and white, and then you have those little details. So I don't know if you can see just here at the top of my nail, it's like the fabric has been a little bit stretched in little squares. You have one here, and one here. Like 3 little different sort of fabric. As if the fabric has been a little bit stretched, or to create this like sort of more whitish effect. You can see them here maybe. So that's what I'm talking about. So it's like a lot of detail in this little dress. And then underneath you have a tulle underskirt, which is made of 3 layers. 3 layers of tulle, one with the lace at the bottom, so that it looks nice if you see it down here. And of course pink panties. Then she has little white socks that stay, so if you stretch them they go like high, but I think they're made to stay at her ankle. And she has those little shoes. It's kind of fake beige brown leather. The little buckle, the little detail at the back here, the 2 crossed stripes at the front, and the high heel, which is pretty high compared to the other. It's like double what the others are wearing. So that's what she looked like. Oh yeah, and the length of her hair is also stopping around ass level, so a little bit shorter than what Vale generally has. She had a haircut over the summer. Very, very fancy. So she looks a little bit softer than the other Vale that I have, probably because of the overall pastel color. Anyway, that's all for now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Before finishing though, I have a little disclaimer. So, something I didn't show in my comparison video. And before accident happened to you, I wanted to say that because accident happened to the girl at the Dolly Insider, she lost a hand. So let me explain why. If you see the peg here of the hand of the lil'fairy, the peg is way shorter than it used to be. Like, it's kind of like almost half the size of a normal lil'fairy hand. So before their hand like had no problem whatsoever, but those hands, a new pair of hands, slid out very, very easily. So you have to be super careful with them. So that's what I wanted to tell you. Don't lose your lil'fairy hand just because, you know, because the peg is shorter. If you want, you can also put the older hand inside. Let me see if I have a lil'fairy around. Okay, so here. See how difficult it is to get her hand out? Okay, so let's see. the length of the peg. See, I told you it's like half as short on the new hand. So you can put that old hand on, or what you can do is you can use, if you take the lil'fairy out, for example, for a photo session or something, you can actually put the new hands on the old peg, and normally it should fit. There is a little gap though, but it just depends on you, what you prefer. I probably just gonna be like extra careful and use a new peg, but it's if you're a little bit self-conscious and you don't want to lose the hands, yeah, I put the wrong hand on it. If you are a little bit self-conscious and you don't want to lose the hand, you can try the old peg on the hand and see how you feel about that. So, see, the old peg is so much harder to put on. It's like so long compared to the other. So I don't know why they actually changed the size of the peg. Probably because the hands are a little thinner, so the peg cannot go all the way through. The old peg cannot go all the way through. Or you could actually grit one side of the old peg to put it here, so that you have the long hand inside the arm and the short inside the hand, if that makes sense. I don't know if that would work though, because the problem is here at this stage. So anyway, that was a little warning I wanted to give everyone. Please don't lose your hand, because I know the feeling of losing stuff and it's really not a good one. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give me a thumb up, leave me your comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about Vale. Who is your favorite lil'fairy? Do you have Vale? Ha, as usual, I'm always asking that. And see you next time for something else. Nelly also has a hat today. Isn't she so cute? She was dressed like that at the Amazon store, and I was like, oh, I need to get a sweater so that she can be dressed the same. Anyway, so guys, let me go take some picture of her for you to watch at the end of the video. See you next time for something else. Thank you for subscribing, and bye!